Hello, hello, hello. Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel. Once again, live on Twitch is Bose 831 Gaming. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch. And once again, we're in Farming Simulator 22. And this is a continuation of my Twitch live stream series for Farming Simulator 22 on the ELM Creek farm. And we're just going to hop right in. We're picking up from where we left off on the last stream. But before we get into it, I just want to first of all welcome everyone for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your patronage. Continue to tune in and continue to follow me, like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll get this channel going and growing. And again, we're picking up right from where we left off on the last stream. We're in the process of harvesting our farms that are available, fields that are available for harvest. And we're just gonna turn on the harvester here. We're first of all harvesting our sugarcane field. So we can just get right to it. And I hope everyone's having a great day as well. And if you're wondering what kind of configuration I have going here, this is a modded header that allows us to use a forage harvester to harvest sugarcane instead of the standard base game sugarcane harvesting equipment. And thankfully we don't have anything going on here on this field over here adjacent to this field, so we're not having to worry about any crop destruction as we try to get this trailer turned around. But with this configuration I have now, the sugarcane harvest should definitely go a lot faster. Since our sugar mill is already maxed out to capacity, we'll probably be selling all of our sugarcane that we harvest from this point going forward right to the market. Now we gotta get this configuration turned around so we can continue this harvesting process. We got a lot of fields to get to today. Basically, the majority of my fields are now ready to be harvested. We're just gonna attack them one at a time and see how things go from there. We're already at 11:20 a.m. on Day 1 in October. And we still have a lot of things that we need to take care of today, this month. Alright. And there we go, we're maxed out. So I need to hop over to my tractor here. And let's go look at the prices on the market to see what the price of sugarcane is selling at right now. So I go down to the shop menu, select sugarcane. Best prices are at Goldcrest Valley. Wow. That's going to take some time to work out, and we still got a long way to go on this field. So what I may need to do here is what's the capacity on my semi? Let me see. Owned items. Where am I looking? Trucks. Trailers. Okay, where can I see the capacity for a Superliner trailer? Where is that? Does that show under? Miscellaneous. Okay, here we go. That can only go up to 82,000. Because by the time we drop, but we'll see how long it takes time-wise. Drop this off at the rail silo, and then we'll come back and continue this process. What I may need to do is lease another trailer in order to speed this process up, but we'll see how our time goes. Because one of the options I was thinking about is I could order a bulk trailer. Whoa. That's what happens when you're not paying attention to where you're going when you're driving. But I could lease a bulk trailer and then just dump the sugar cane into the bulk trailer out on the field, but this trailer is already a high capacity trailer as it is, and you're not going to have many bulk trailers that are at maybe twice the capacity of this trailer, so you still be somewhat in the same boat. So we just go ahead and do it this way. Let's see if we can get in here and get this operation to work the way we want it to. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. Alright, so we are able to dump in here. I wasn't so sure here because of how tight the silo is. There's not a lot of room in here for trailers that open and close a certain way or dump a certain way. And luckily this dump location is not that terribly far from the field, so it's not as bad as I was thinking. Alright, so we've dumped that load, and we're going to grab another load, and we'll worry about selling everything later, because there's no priority that says we have to sell right now. We could just use the rail silo just for storage. Alright, so we're headed back to the field. We're going to pick up our harvesting operation from where we left off. And I want to use a worker, but I just don't trust them to do the job properly because I have a unusual configuration here for this harvest with this sugarcane harvest with this forage harvester setup that I have. I don't know if the worker will behave properly when running this setup. So I don't want to risk it. But I may just give it a go here in just a second, and just watch him to see how he does. And if he behaves properly, then maybe I'll turn him loose so I can focus on addressing some of these other fields today. Alright, so let's hop back in. Alright, reconnect. Okay, and if we hire a worker now, let's see what he does. And the workers also have a tendency to miss a lot of area on the field, and that's my other issue. So first we're going to just run a little test here, and I'm going to watch him and see what he does. Because I already have a headland at the top and the bottom of the field, so he should, in theory, be able to turn around without that much trouble. Let's see how he behaves. Alright. He did okay that time around. We have to see how he behaves when he gets to the bottom portion of the field. So far, so good there. Alright, but while he's doing that, let's go and look at our other fields. And what we also need to be harvesting is our cornfield and our sunflower field. Those will use the same piece of equipment. Alright. Oh, and there he goes. Alright, I looked away for a second, and of course he does something there. He decides he wants to miss this entire strip. I don't know why he missed that entire strip. Makes no sense to me. Alright, so this Miss AI worker, he's already giving me issues here. Like, why are you missing all this stuff, bro? Alright, so let's go back over here and fix what he's missing. Alright, get turned around. And that was my concern with letting the worker do it. I just have to manage all of this stuff manually because the workers are just not doing what I need them to do. Alright, so come back down here. This little section. And get turned around. That may have been the issue. Here, let me do this. There may not be enough room for him on the bottom to really get turned around properly, so let's clear out some additional area here. That may have been why he stopped short and left the sugar cane unharvested at the bottom of the field. You may need more room to turn around, so let's give it another go. We'll clean out another line down here at the bottom. get turned around. Alright. Whoa, alright. Too fast. Get the equipment lined up. Turn her back on. And make another pass. Now we're high. Now we're hiring the worker back again and see how he does. Let's see what he does when he gets to full capacity, if he stops or he tries to keep going. Alright, good, he stopped. So we can dismiss AI work. So he does stop when the trailer gets full. That's good to know. Alright, so we got another full load of sugar cane, and we're going to go ahead and drop that off at the rail silo. Rinse and repeat. And like I say, tonight's episode is really just going to be all about harvesting. Because we got a lot of fields we need to get to. And even my grass field is ready to harvest, but I wasn't keeping close track of what growth state it's in, so I don't know if it's, because you want to harvest grass to get the best yield when it's ready to harvest on the second month and not the first month that it's in the ready to harvest state. And I wasn't paying that close attention to the grass field, so I don't know whether it's in the first state or ready to harvest or the second state. And to a certain degree you can tell by looking at it visually, but that's not always a really good cue, or at least I'm not used to looking at it yet to be able to tell the difference that easily visually. Alright, we're at the rail silo and we're going to dump this load of sugar cane into the rail silo. Get the trailer in position here. And we should be good to go. Alright. Head back out to the field and continue our harvesting operation, sugarcane harvesting operation. Look at there. I didn't take out the sign for once. That's a good look there. And for those of you who have been tuning in and watching me, I would say my driving hasn't improved over time. Wouldn't you say? I'm getting a little bit better. And as I spoke of on the last stream and in previous streams, I still have to work on what my expansion plan is going to be for the entire farming operation. Still haven't really sat down and figured that one out yet, but that is something I want to be looking at for future plans. But I haven't sat down and really done that yet, but it is on the schedule to do so. Alright, now we're back on the field. Let me get the trailer in position so that we can attach it back to the harvester. And we still have quite a ways to go here in this harvesting process. Alright, trailer attach, hire worker. We'll continue to see how the worker does this time around. While he's doing that, we can go ahead and hop in the shop menu because we can kind of take a look at what we're going to do with our corn harvest. We're going to need to lease a harvester for that harvest as well. And because we're a small operation, we don't need to lease a piece of equipment that's too crazy in size, so we really can just go with one of the smaller pieces of equipment. Let's see. And this is fine right here. We don't need any tank extensions or any of that. The other add-ons, we don't need additional horsepower. That will work nicely. What are the combinations that go along with that? The 625X header, but we're doing corn harvesting, so we need to look at the corn headers. And so we need to be looking at the John Deere 608C. Alright. And what I'm going to look at here is the one that's part of the tool height control for headers mod pack. That these modded header versions of the base game headers allow you to fast farm. In effect, you can harvest your fields at a faster rate. So we will lease that bad boy and go back to the harvesters, and we'll lease the John Deere 9600 9610, which is also a modded harvester. I think this is the one by Custom Modding, if I'm not mistaken. And we'll go ahead and lease that bad boy. And okay, he's still missing patches. Alright. So he still doesn't have enough room to turn around at the bottom. But no big deal, I'll come back and clean that up. He's just about full again. And there we go, he's full. So we're gonna have to do this at least a couple of more times before we're finished with this field. Alright, so we're back off to the rail silo again. And let me check something real quick though while we're still here. Let's go back in the shop menu and take a look at our bulk trailers to see what we do have available. Because I don't even think many of these bulk trailers actually. See that one's only holds 50,000 liters, and the trailer I'm using right now has more capacity than that in the first place. Okay, this one holds 60,000 liters, but I'm already carrying more than that already. So yeah, so nothing there anyways. because I'm already hauling 66,000 liters in the trailer that I'm using. So this trailer already is essentially a boat trailer in and of itself. Alright, so we're off to the rail silo to drop another load off. I don't know what the max storage capacity is for the rail silo, but we're about to put it to the test, I'm sure. Alright, and we have another load to drop off at the rail silo. So here we go, get the trailer in position and unload. Alright, we're still good. Not to max capacity yet. Alright, what do we get into here? Okay. I don't know what's going on here now. We didn't run into this issue the last couple of times we unloaded, so let's see here. There we go. I'm not exactly sure what we got stuck on there, but we got it figured out. Like I say, that whole setup there is way too tight for what it is. You're not going to get many large trailers in there in that tight of a space. Yeah, I'm not sure if the other rail silo on this map is just as tight. I have to check that out, but that's a longer distance from where we're at, and this one's just more convenient. Alright, but we're making decent progress. We're almost just about done with this field. At least got about a quarter of it left, so almost there. Alright, and you're close enough for government work? Get you back connected and lined up properly. And hopefully this worker get back on track here. And while he's doing that, we're gonna go ahead and Hop over here to the shop and grab our harvester and a header. And this header doesn't fold, does it? Nope. So we're going to be holding up traffic here while we make our way over to cornfield. At the blistering speed of 19 miles an hour, but we'll get there eventually. And if I haven't said it before, I'll say it again. Just in love with the graphics on this game. And again, I realize that I'm running it on a next-gen console in the Xbox Series X. But to me, the graphics in this game are, as I've said before, a significant improvement over the graphics in Farming Simulator 19. That being said, the graphics in Farming Simulator 19 were nothing to sneeze at. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna do the same deal here. We're gonna create a headland at the top and bottom of this field so that the worker won't run into any major issues trying to get turned around on this field as well. And as you see, the fast harvesting ability allows me to harvest at the max speed that the harvester will go. It should make this process a lot faster. It's really cool. Because normally we don't be able to harvest at the normal harvesting speed, but because of the tool height for control, for harvester control, we're able to harvest at a faster rate of speed. I'm going to have to jump out here in a moment and go and check on my worker in the sugar cane field. See what kind of progress he's making or not. Alright, let's do that now. We'll just let the worker do there. Yes, and he's already at capacity, and that'll all stop. Alright, where are you? Alright. So we're still not there yet, but getting closer. And as you can see from the message popping up there, my worker on the cornfield is just about filled to capacity as well. Okay, and we are just about at the rail silo here. Alright, let's get in the right spot. Alright, and there we've hit the max capacity of the silo. So, what's our next sell point? Feeding grain south and Johnson's Market. So that's our next stop. So we filled the rail silo to capacity, so the rest of this harvest we'll just be selling it outright at the farmers market. And so that's our next stop. And I guess while we're waiting on that, I'm sure my other worker is his field. Yep. So we're gonna dismiss that worker so that we're not losing money there. Well, I go sell this load of sugar cane. Yeah, I knew the rail silo would fill up. I didn't think it would fill up that quickly, but we're there. Because essentially this is a bulk sugarcane trailer and it holds 65,000 liters, so it won't take many trips at 65,000 liters a pop to fill up most silos to capacity. The sugarcane fields give you a substantial yield. almost at the farmer's market now. You see the marker in the horizon there, just ahead of us. All right, we've arrived at the Johnson Farmer Market, and let's go sell some cane. All right. It's not giving me a sell option. Where's the sell point at? Is it at this other one? Yep. Oh, that's all you guys will take? Oh, so much at a time, huh? So they're not gonna give me much either, huh? At that rate, I'll be here all day. Let's try this again, because that's looking like a very inefficient operation. There we go, much better, much better. $12,000 plus a $1,300 bonus. We can work for that. The rail silo has a little bit better prices, but at the end of the day, we're just trying to move the product because we're just not in the business of storing the product. So we'll just sell it at current market prices, and we just try to find the best current market prices. We're not always going to sell to the sell point with the highest market price all the time. It just depends on what our current situation is. Alrighty, and we're back in business. Trailer positioned properly. Lock and load. And since I'm playing solo, it's kind of a little bit of a challenge to be running both of the harvest operations at the same time without a little assist from a worker. I think we are at a good point now where I can bring my other trailer around. Okay, where can we get the gate open? We're going to take a little shortcut over to our cornfield. We go the back road. Alright. And we got that truck in position. We should be able to unload here now. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, so we can turn the worker back on here and keep him going, and we'll go check on I got a sugar cane guy to see how he's doing. And alright, he got everything knocked out. 70%. And so now we just need to touch up the areas that he missed. And then we'll be done with this field. Okay. And we are done with the sugar cane harvest. I'm very happy with the result. Alright, let's unload the trailer and move the forage harvester out of the way for the moment. And we're off to the farmer's market. Alright, so we're taking this load over to the Johnson Farmers Market. We don't have it all the way full to capacity, but we got 47,230 liters. So I'm really curious to see what kind of money we make on this sale. Alright, we're back at the farmer's market and we're going to sell this last load of sugar cane and see how we do this time around. Alright, get my trailer in position. Alright. And that's not bad at all. Another $10,000 in income. Plus $1,000 bonus. $1,067 bonus. So we came out pretty well on the sugarcane field. We have enough of it produced to feed our production chains that we have to use sugar, and then the extra product that we had, we were able to sell that at a decent price. Alright, now we're headed back to the main farm. I want to get rid of this boat trailer just yet, just in case I need it for some other reason before we turn this lease back in. So we'll just hold on to it for now. We just have to remember before we go to sleep at night that we unload any leases that we have that are no longer of use to us. But for now, we just keep these two pieces of equipment right here. And let's go check on my corn harvest guy. How's he doing? And he's full and ready to go and waiting on me to so that he can unload. And we're on the scene. How long that worker was sitting there waiting on me to unload, but hopefully he wasn't sitting there waiting too long. There he goes. because we opted for the smaller capacity trailer, it won't take them long to fill that harvester capacity. That's why we just have to keep the trailers on standby so that we can unload whenever the harvester gets filled. So there was because of the size of this field, there's no reason to really go crazy in a giant size harvester with a large capacity just for this small harvesting this small field. This is one thing that's different between Farming Simulator 19 and Farming Simulator 22 is the fast harvesting did not work with workers in Farming Simulator 19, but apparently it does work with the AI worker in Farming Simulator 22. That's not such a horrible thing at all. Alright, and you can see the worker is almost filled to capacity. So we're going to get the Max Superliner and put it into position so that we can get ready for him so that he can unload and keep moving. See where he ends up at before when the harvester gets filled up. There it is, he's at 80%, so it should be any time now. For whatever reason, you have to be in the perfect spot for the pipe to sense the truck, or at least this particular truck. I don't know why that is. It's just kind of weird. I don't know if that's the issue with the truck or with the harvester. It looks like in some areas the worker is able to fast farm at a much faster rate, and then in certain areas of the field he does seem to slow down just a bit, which is interesting as well. But I guess it is a bonus of the fact that you can still fast farm with the AI worker, though. That's a good thing to know. And we just about got the corn harvest done. And from here we'll go on to the sunflower harvest. We should be able to use the same setup for the sunflower harvest. This header does both corn and sunflower, if I'm not mistaken. Let's go and take a look at it. Yeah, so we should be able to use this header for both. Even though we're using the tool height control for headers, modded version, but it's still the same as the base game one. Other than that, all right. But yeah, so this header will be used for both the corn and the sunflowers. Alright, so we're down to the last row. We almost got this field knocked out, and we can move on to brighter and better things once we get that done. Okay, looks like the worker's having some kind of issue. I don't know what it is. So let's see what he's got going on here. Oh, I guess he got stuck in a tree a little bit. Since he forced me to jump in, I'm going to go ahead and clean up some of his spots that he missed here down at the bottom of the field. Alrighty then, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Alright, so we hired a AI worker, and he's still missing some crop here and there. And again, don't quite get it. Yep, there's another patch crop that he missed. And as I figured, the worker did not completely stick the landing, or in this case, finish the job. So I'm going to have to finish the rest of it myself. we're just gonna touch up the spots that the worker missed. And then we'll be done here. Then we can move directly over to the sunflower field. Alright, so we're finished harvesting now. We can go ahead and unload our last load of corn. And again, this pipe is ultra sensitive for whatever reason. Just have to get it in that sweet spot for it to unload. Alright, now, so we're done, completely done with our corn harvest. So now we can move over here to field 53 and work on our sunflower harvest. And we will use the same harvester that we use for the corn harvest. So I'm literally just gonna hop right in here and see how the AI worker does on this field. All right, and he seems to be doing well. Going at a little harvesting rate that's a little faster than with the base game equipment. It's still not max speed, but it's still better than the normal speed that harvesters go at. So we'll take it. Alright, and these AI workers just love leaving little patches in these fields, so I'm not going to sweat it too much now. We're clearly going to have to come back and clean up the spots that the worker misses. Alright, well, we're moving along nicely here. As you can see, the worker is making fairly good progress here. And look at there, he just got a speed burst. A little inconsistent how fast he goes, but definitely the higher rate of speed on this pass is appreciated. I guess while we're watching that, we can go ahead and hop in the shop because we can start prepping for our sugar beet harvest and looking at what equipment we want to use for that. For that one, we'll need to go under beet technology and see what our options are. And this is it, huh? Okay. And again, because of the size of the field, I don't want to get too crazy with the equipment. That's 3 meters wide, 4 meters, 2.7 meters. Yeah, we'll just lease this guy and the topper. And let's have to use one of our tractors for that operation. So we'll use the Massey. And go to the shop and pick that equipment up. Just before there, we're going to drop off our weight here at the main farm. Then we'll go pick up that equipment. Alright, we're at the shop and we want to pick up our sugar beet harvesting equipment. And we have the harvester, we got the topper. And we're going to take that over to a sugar beet field, which is field 55. Alright, and we're in position here. First we need to check on our corn harvest situation. And as you can see, we're ready to unload again. Where is he? Oh. Sorry, wasn't paying attention. I first of all need to unload all the corn before I can go pick up the sunflower. So we're gonna take this load over to the main farm silo. Unload our corn harvest. We got 32,450 liters from our corn harvest, which is a great thing. And now we can take this wrong turn. Take this trailer over to our sunflower field and our sunflower harvesting operation and unload that product into this trailer as well. Let's go this way. Alright, here we are. Now see what kind of yield we get off of this field. Alright, so we're good to go there. So we gotta hop back over to a sugar beet harvesting equipment and get that all set up. Alright, I'm gonna lower the topper, turn on the topper. Alright. So it should be good to go here now. Yes, that's what we want. Alright, trying to get this all turned around here. This is not a very maneuverable configuration. We'll make it work. And this is your normal, about your normal harvesting rate of speed. So you can see fast farming allows you to go harvest at a much faster rate. But the issue we're going to run into here rather quickly is it won't take long for this smaller harvester to be filled to capacity as well. there we are. And we're filled to capacity. So for this setup, we're gonna utilize our TLX 3500. Bring that trailer around. And it does not like this trailer wide. Okay, so let me look at my equipment because I don't know what the deal is there. Miscellaneous. So potatoes should work. Ah. There we go. Alright, so we're back in business. Cool beans. Alright, so when we started operations today, I didn't think we would get through everything, but we actually have made better time on all of my harvesting operations than I thought we would. So that's all a good thing. As it's getting pretty late now, we're at 15:21, which is, if you're not good with military time, that's 3:21 in the afternoon now. So we're not quite at dusk yet. But because of the time of year we're in, dusk should start earlier, but we'll have to see how that all plays out here as we roll later into the evening. And while I am working on the sugar beet harvest, I still need to keep an eye on the sunflower harvest to make sure that we're not at a standstill in that process as well. Oh, and I already had 100%. I don't know when we hit it. Totally was not completely paying attention, so let's bring the pipe back out. Bring the TLX over. Alright, now other AI worker is filled to capacity. So we are going to need to hop back over to the to the sunflower harvest operation. And get that trailer in position so that this worker can unload. I guess now will probably be a good time for a screenshot opportunity. So let me go ahead and do that and zoom in here. Alright. Wow, that's a screenshot. I don't know if we get the other screenshot though. I was trying to get the one with the harvester, the pipe out, but I don't know if we got that one. Nope, we didn't get it. Alright, the TLX is pretty much maxed out to capacity. I think a silo at the main farm will hold root crops, but we'll all over there just to take a look. Nope. That's really awesome. So we either need to store sugar beet somewhere. So we're gonna need to purchase and build another silo somewhere on some of our property, so we can store our sugar beet. Or we could just go ahead and sell it now. But wait a minute. Let me go to the production chains menu. I think I'm having a brain malfunction. Excuse me here. Production chains. Sugar mill. That's right, we can go ahead and unload sugar beet at the sugar production facility. Yep, forgot all about that. Alright, so we're back in business, folks. At least for the time being. But I'm going to go ahead and park the TLX right now, and we're going to use the tractor trailer the rest of the way because of its larger capacity, and we should now be finished with my sunflower harvest for just about, so that I can switch over to using that trailer for my sugar beet operation. let's go ahead and touch up the parts of the field that the worker did not finish. And given that I didn't create any headlands on this field, they actually did much better than I expected, and especially with this being a pretty irregular shaped field, he did not do as badly as I thought he might. Just need to get this little bit of crop down here at the bottom of the field, and then we'll be done here. That's what I'm talking about. Not bad at all. Alright, pipe out. Good stuff. Hop into my tractor trailer. And a main farm does accept a sunflower, so I can drop that off in the main farm silo. So that's what we're headed to do next. And again, taking a little bit of shortcut between the fields. Alright, so we're going to unload the sunflower. We're good to go there. And bring this tractor trailer over to our potato field, so into our sugar beet field, so we can continue our sugar beet harvest. Again, taking a little bit of a shortcut between the areas. Alright, now my old driving's back like how it's supposed to be. Running into stuff all over the place. But it's all good. Alright, so we're here. We're ready to go, and let's finish up with a sugar beet. Harvester, lower harvest. Turn on topper. Alright, let's go. Alright, for whatever reason the harvester was not cooperating, so let's back that up a little bit. Take it from the top, shall we? And I kind of want to turn an AI worker loose on this field, but I think they'll just make it more complicated than what it really is. So I just do this one manually. Alright, but if I point him this way, let's see how he does. Alright, so far so good, but let's see if he does any crazy things along the way. It seems to be holding the line fairly well so far. We're 82%, so we're almost ready to unload. Alright, and so he's filled to capacity. We'll bring the Mac Superliner over here and unload our sugar beet. This trailer has 82,000 liter capacity, so we should do much better now. Alright, now here's the moment of truth where the AI worker got the equipment turned around, but let's see how he does. Alright, alright. Looking good, looking good. Okay. He's surprising me now. He handled that turn better than I thought he would. Alright, so we're filled to capacity again. And we're going to bring the Superliner back around. And again, watching the time, we're just about to wrap this stream up tonight. now. We're coming up on the last 15 minutes of the live stream. Truck out the way so the worker can do whatever it is he's trying to do here. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, and again, once again, he handled that turnaround better than I thought he would. Again, impressed, very impressed. And now might be another opportunity for another quick screenshot. Let's see here. 'Cause that's a good looking look right there. All right. And I messed around and pressed the wrong button and dismissed the AI worker. That was most brilliant of me. And he was doing a mighty fine job before I did that. So if we bring him back in right here, let's see if he'll continue that fine work that he was doing already. Alright, we'll bring the super liner around. We got another road to... Okay, now I'm just losing all my words here. We have another load to unload. And boom, boom, boom. Another load of sugar beet unloaded, and we're just about halfway through this field. We're making really good progress. Okay, and the AI worker still seems to be doing a pretty good job. Alright. And while we're here, I might as well just go ahead and manage some of my leased equipment. I don't think I'm going to need the sugarcane equipment anymore because we're done there. So we should be able to get rid of those 2 items. We've harvested our corn and our sunflower. And make sure I'm not having any brain malfunction here. We don't have any other crops that are ready to harvest other than my grass, if I'm not mistaken, right? Yeah. Yes. As you can see with the sugar beet, it doesn't take long for the harvest to fill up to capacity. So slowly but surely we're getting through the sugar beet harvest. Again, I'm most impressed with the progress that we made, and I guess I could kind of multitask, and I just thought about it while we're waiting on the worker to kind of get that job knocked out. We can kind of hop on over to our stable and get our horse riding out of the way that we need to do today as well. And I could be doing that while that whole process is going on. I could have been doing that the whole time. It just hit me. But not a big deal. I'll go ahead and hit that now. Because we could always hop back and forth between the different activities. It's not going to take that harvester a huge amount of time to fill up to capacity. But this still gives me a way to multitask and still take care of various different responsibilities I have going on around the farm at the same time. And my apologies, I didn't really get into any of my usual discussion about new and notable mods of the week. But that's not something I primarily cover during my live streams anyway, per se. But I do sometimes, want to mention a few items here and there when they're really big things, that are worth at least giving some consideration to. But I don't really have anything this week that I wanted to really put out there. So no big deal for this week. But it was one interesting mod though. There was a potato production chain mod that was pretty interesting. But you can find that on your in-game mod hub. The production chain allows you to create a lot of different derivative products from your potato production. But you might definitely want to check that one out. Let me see if I can dial that one up real quick on the mod hub. Let's see here. Yes, the mod is called Potato Processing. Okay, losing my words. Potato Processing, and it's by Harrison Fork. And definitely, if you're looking for some different stuff to do with your production change, especially your potato production change, you might want to check that one out. And I'm still really impressed. The worker hadn't really made this job much more difficult than it should be, and that's a good thing. And as you see, folks, we're coming up on the last few minutes of the stream. And like I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, then what are you doing? If you're coming up on my stream on one of the major social media platforms, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. On all the major social media platforms, as Bose831 Gaming, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all that, all on as Bose831 Gaming. Thank you for your support and continue. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your time. And I really sincerely thank you for your support. Together, we're going to learn and grow and see where this thing goes. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We've come to the very end of tonight's live stream. Again, thanks for your support. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check me out on the major social media platforms at Bose831 Gaming. That's Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. Sorry, I had a brain freeze there. And I catch you on the flip side. Thanks for watching, and everyone have a great uh, evening or day or whatever time it may be in your neck of the woods. And I will catch you on the flip side.